Mauritius visa information. Mauritius is an attractive country, but it offers more than its rich beauty to foreigners. It is one of the international business hubs that every investor is looking forward to due to the advantages available. These include tax incentives, flexible business regulations, a supporting government, and being politically and economically stable. However, to visit Mauritius either for studies, business, or just as a tourist requires a visa. A visa is an official letter or document issued by an embassy or immigration officer. It acknowledges that you're eligible to enter a particular country. The Mauritius consulates and embassies are present worldwide to issue different types of visas for foreign nationals. The visa holder can also visit Mauritius depending on the conditions outlined under their visa policy. Mauritius offers different types of visas, and we'll look into them here. Types of visas in Mauritius. You need to know that the Mauritius visa policy is liberal. Some countries do not need a Mauritius visa to enter. However, this depends on their country of residence. You need to research to know if your country is eligible for this exemption or not. Here is everything you need to know for all other nations that require a visa to enter Mauritius. Let's delve into the different Mauritius visa types. Premium visa. The premium visa has been available since 2020. It allows a person to reside and work in Mauritius for at least 6 months to 1 year. After 1 year, you can renew your visa, which means foreigners can stay in Mauritius for a long. It's premium since you can stay longer as a visitor, retire here, and work with an option to tag your family along. You can apply for the premium visa online free of charge. The approval usually takes at least 48 hours. Who is eligible for the premium visa? The premium visa targets the following individuals: investors or professionals that want to carry out work or business remotely in Mauritius in the company of their family, repeat tourists that plan to migrate or retire to Mauritius, visitors that have children undertaking their studies in Mauritius, residents with an occupational permit who want to invite their family members to Mauritius for an extended stay. How to qualify for the premium visa? To qualify, you need to showcase proof of the following: sufficient health and travel insurance, your long stay plan, enough funds to cover your daily expenses during your stay. The application process is relatively easy. You need to fill out an online form and then wait for mail on approval. The eVisa processing is free of charge, and you receive it right in your email. Unlike other visas, such as tourist, a premium visa holder can purchase a residential property under different real estate schemes. Tourist visa. The tourism sector has become an integral part of the Mauritian economy. As a result, the visa policies in Mauritius are tourist-friendly. Travelers can apply for a tourist visa, usually for short stays. The purpose of this visa is sightseeing, tourism, and visiting friends and relatives living in the nation. A tourist visa is valid for a period of 180 days every year for each visitor. However, you cannot take part in any business activities. You can get a tourist visa in a week, which is quite convenient. Also, you can get an extension free of charge. Transit visa. As per the visa policies in Mauritius, a traveler connecting flights from Mauritius should have a transit visa. The visa is valid for not more than 3 days. You should have flight tickets for your next destination to apply for a transit visa. Also, you need to have a valid passport whose expiry is more than 6 months. The rules also vary from one nation to another, the final destination country. Business visa. Professionals, investors, and entrepreneurs choosing to work, live, and invest in Mauritius can get a business visa. You can apply for the business upon arrival into the nation. As an investor, you are eligible for a business visa for 120 days a year. Also, you cannot reside in Mauritius for over 90 days on your first arrival. How do you obtain a business visa in Mauritius? In Mauritius, you can only get a business visa after arrival at the airport. The immigration team issues these visas to passport holders that are visa exempt only. A traveler must present a letter from a local company or sponsor in Mauritius to obtain a business visa. Also, you need to explain your purpose for traveling to Mauritius. Passport holders from visa-restricted countries should apply for a business visa at a Mauritian embassy in their nation of residence. Can you work in Mauritius if you have a business visa? The business visa doesn't allow remuneration while staying in Mauritius. Attending seminars, meetings, training, and conferences are some activities you can do if you have a business visa. Note that the business visa can be a single or multiple entry visa. Social visa. Non-citizens sponsored by socio-cultural organizations in Mauritius are eligible for a social visa. They can take part in religious and social activities while in the nation. Before traveling to Mauritius, you must apply and get approval for your social visa. Also, the maximum stay is 45 days. Medical visa. Some non-citizens usually travel to Mauritius to seek treatment. Such individuals can get a medical visa after they arrive in the nation. The visa can last for 6 months. The visa holder should receive the treatment from a private hospital that is legally registered. Student visa. The visa policies in Mauritius also attract international students who have expressed an interest in studying in the nation. With a student visa, a student can reside in Mauritius for the entire course period until completion. Also, the student visa allows you to work part-time so that you can manage to pay for the tuition fees. Wedding visa. The wedding visa is valid for a long period, but you need to apply and get approval first. People in a civil partnership with a resident or citizen of Mauritius can apply for a wedding visa. You must apply for a wedding visa before setting the wedding date to ensure approval first. It is possible if there is proof of a relationship before the wedding. You also need to prove that you are both marrying civilly, and that's the intention. How to apply for a visa when visiting Mauritius. After applying for a visa, you must wait at least 5 business days to process the application. The immigration team will issue you a visa if you have presented all the relevant documents. Otherwise, they can deny it. If denied, you can still reapply with the requested documents. How do you apply for a visa in Mauritius? Are you from a country that requires a visa to enter Mauritius? Then you can apply for the eVisa online before traveling. Ensure you've applied for the visa at least 7 days before the traveling date. Create an account, and then wait for a confirmation code in your email address. You'll then key in the traveling information, such as the departure dates, visa type, and arrival. Among the documents needed for the visa applicated is a scanned copy of your passport. How do you apply for a visa at the consulate or embassy? The application process depends on the country's consulate and embassy where you will submit the visa application. However, you need to follow these guidelines. First, you should get in touch with the consulate or embassy close to you and set up an appointment. Complete the visa application form, and you can obtain it from the consulate or embassy offices. Gather all required documents, pay the visa fee, and submit the applications and documents at the consulate or embassy. Some of the offices may require a person to submit everything in person. In other offices, you can submit the documents through mail. The documents you need during the visa application process include the following: a valid passport for not less than 6 months from the period you enter Mauritius. Proof of a flight ticket to enter Mauritius should be valid. Bank statements proving your financial status for the period you'll be in Mauritius. Enough blank pages in your passport to allow stamping of the visa. What is the cost of the Mauritian visa? Fortunately, it won't cost anything to apply for a Mauritian visa. Summary. Here, we have looked into the different visa types in Mauritius. Depending on your needs, you can determine which visa type suits your needs. After that, you can go through the visa application requirements, which we have listed above. Follow all the guidelines to the latter, and you'll get your visa on time and gain access to Mauritius. For people facing difficulties in visa application, ask for help from friends and families or travel agencies. Thanks for watching. This video was created for you by GoStartBusiness.com. If you see this video on YouTube, you will also find the link to this content below.